Have you ever had to talk in front of a crowd and you just couldn't get the words out of your mouth? Have you ever been in a place where there's a lot of people were trying to talk to you and you just didn't know what to say? I want to give you 3 personal tips that I've learned throughout my life that helped me get over my shy trait. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krissy, and if you're new to my channel, I just want to welcome you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like. So today I'm going to be eating sliced cucumbers with verde sauce, and I'm also going to be having black bean noodles. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up right now. The first time I've actually ever tried black bean noodles wasn't too long ago. I actually didn't. I mean, it was okay. I didn't really like it at first. But I think it's just one of those things where you have to get used to it because it's new to you and you're not used to the new flavor. So it's one of those things, and I actually really love it now. It's really delicious to me. I actually get the instant ramen, and honestly, I'm gonna learn how to make the bean sauce because to me it doesn't come with enough sauce. At first I thought it was too much sauce, so I wouldn't really put all of it in. I would actually do if I put 2 packets, I'll do 1 pack of sauce, and then I'll just save the sauce for like regular ramen noodles, because these noodles, they're thicker and they're softer. So yeah. But yeah, let me go ahead and mix this. I like it to be very well mixed. Okay, I think this is good enough. Okay. Okay. So good. Okay, so before I begin eating, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the first tip that I have. My first tip is to always go to social events or go to events that involve a lot of people. So in these events, I would recommend for them to be a place where you're allowed to talk to other people. So don't go to events where you'll have to sit and you won't get to interact with anyone. Like if you're going to an event where kind of like a classroom in a way, like a learning environment, I mean, you'll probably talk with the people and stuff, but I would say the more social, the better. You can actually start off by going to these type of events, like somewhere where you don't have to talk too much, but like at the beginning, like before the class starts, talk to people. Be social. Don't be very hesitant on asking anyone questions or anything. Just kind of like put yourself out there. Go to these events. Go to ones that you'll like. If you're supportive of like Alzheimer's or cancer walks, go to those. Talk to people who are around there, like ask them their story. And if it's something you're passionate about, it's something that's easy to talk about. Say you go to an event, like you're not into UFC, but you go to like a UFC fight. A lot of people are there. They all will enjoy the fight, but if you're not going to enjoy it, first of all, you're not going to want to be there. And second of all, you have nothing to talk about with these people because at the time they want to talk about the fight or anything that's related to the fight. When you put yourself out there and go to social environments, think of things you like to do. Like if you like to, I don't know, like party kind of, or you're okay with being in party environments, And that's a great way to interact with people, because in party environments, people just enjoy each other's company. So if you're okay with going to these type of social environments, I would recommend to do so. Like if your friends invite you, or you have a family gathering mixed with like family friends, talk to people you don't really talk to. If you don't really talk to your uncles a lot, talk to your uncles. Talk to people you normally wouldn't, so you can kind of get out of your comfort zone and help yourself get out of your shell. So that's my first tip. Go to as many social environments as you can, or social gatherings. These noodles are so good. I never fail to make a mess. Never fail. So in the black bean sauce that comes with the instant ramen, it's made with like a little bit of meat and then has vegetables in it as well, which I really like. Yeah, these noodles are just so good. My favorite noodles before were the nuclear fire noodles. And they were just so hot. It would mess with my stomach every time I ate them, but I just couldn't stay away. So I try to find new noodles, or a different type of noodles, where I didn't have to, like, hurt my body. It's so messy. Gosh, this is a lot of noodles. An example, or a few examples, where I included myself in social environments, where I joined a few clubs. These clubs really helped me. So if you're in school still, I recommend joining clubs. It's definitely a place where you have to pretty much be social. And I don't know. Clubs were, I was always really passionate about the clubs I was in. I was included in Key Club and a Polynesian Club. I tried to join other clubs, but I just didn't have time for them because I was so involved with Key Club and Polynesian Club. But definitely join clubs if you're still in school. If you're not in school, I would try to enjoy time with friends, and try to go to places where it'll be easy to interact with other people. Like, if you're old enough, like the bar, nightclubs, just like go with friends to their friends' places so you can meet new people. And these are actually not personally what I did, but in social environments, aside from clubs, I would involve myself with like events that happened around the city. So after I graduated, I would go to a lot of networking events. That's because I was starting my first business. Or was it my second business? It was my second. I started my second business, and I was networking a lot. This really helped me with interacting with people. And adults too, people older than me, because I was really shy around adults. Oh shoot. Oh god. I went to a lot of events like the Alzheimer's Walk, and I talked to a lot of people there. And I just went to places that I enjoy, or places that I knew like would benefit me, not just in getting over my shyness type of way, but also like something that I was passionate about, like the Alzheimer's Walk. I'm passionate about that because of my grandmother. And I went to networking events because I was trying to get to know people for my business and everything like that. My second tip is, if you don't know what to talk about in a conversational setting, always ask questions. You may not know what to say, because sometimes it may get awkward. Like when you're talking with someone, you may feel kind of like this conversation is dying, and you just start going like, yeah, and stuff like that, because that's what I do. If you feel the conversation starting to die and you don't want it to get like in an awkward silent state, just ask a random question. Like if you're talking to someone, if you're meeting someone for the first time, or like say you're stuck in a small meeting room, or maybe you have a mutual friend. Say you have a mutual friend, and your friend wants you to hang out with them, and then they invite their friend, and you meet for the first time, and then your friend is like, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. So you go to the bathroom, and you're stuck at the table with a stranger. Just ask questions like, oh, where are you from, blah, blah, blah. If you hear something that that's relatable to you, start talking about that. And I know it may seem hard, like, honestly, it's like kind of like a mental state. If you feel you're shy, or if you think you're shy, you're gonna keep being shy. Just put yourself out there. Just think to yourself, they're probably feeling as uncomfortable as I am, or they're probably as shy as I am, but you don't want it to become an awkward time for both of you. So just ask questions. That's plain and simple. Honestly, these noodles are a lot better when they're super fresh. So if you ever make them, eat them like when they're super hot. I usually eat with a bowl. Like, I'll put it on a plate and then I'll eat it in a separate bowl, but I didn't feel like grabbing the bowl. You know what? This is too much. I should just... A lot of common questions that I always ask always start with how long. Like, if I meet someone at work for the first time, I'll be like, how long have you worked here? If we know some mutual, how long have you known this person? Actually, it's not how long, actually, it's how. I always say how. So I'll say, how do you know this person? How long have you been here? How did you hear about this or that? Yeah, so my questions usually start with how. So I do want to give a shout out today. The comment shout out is to It's Fatima G. She put first Lamau JK, but yay. So shout out to you, Fatima. I actually used to work with her, so she's not a stranger to me. She's really funny, actually. So go subscribe to her channel. I'm not sure if she has videos. I think she has one about life is beautiful, but definitely give her a follow. Give her a subscribe, I'm sorry. So in elementary school, I was a really shy kid. I was one of the tallest kids, so I was shy about that. I just felt too different. But I still like to talk to my classmates and all. It's just I was just really shy for some reason. Then I got to middle school. Middle school, I met a lot of social people who became my best friends, so I started to get a little bit more social. I started to talk to people I didn't know and all that. But I was still shy because I was one of the bigger kids. And I still am. I'm still bigger than a lot of people, but just in middle school, I was kind of like coming out of my shell. And then in high school, that's when I got really social. From time to time, I was still shy depending on the people. Like, if I felt someone was way more outgoing than me, then I was really shy around them for some reason. I don't know why. In high school, that's when I joined clubs, and I was kind of finding, like, discovering who I was in a way, which I still am today, but I kind of have more of a definite vision for myself. And I also performed a lot when I was in middle school and high school, especially in high school. I used to dance a lot of like Tahitian hula, hip hop and stuff. And you're making a mess. Performing really helped me with my shyness. Like being upstage and performing, it was one of the it was like the best feeling for me. In high school and middle school, it was just performing in front of people, being cheered on for. It was a great feeling. And then when I graduated, that's when I got super social, because I was meeting a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs. I took communications, which really helped with me speaking, like making spontaneous, I forgot what it's called, spontaneous speeches in front of people. I really enjoyed life ever since I graduated. Like, it's been like a huge roller coaster of emotions, but also it's been like a huge blessing going in the direction that I am. So my last and final tip is basically kind of a strategy I use when I need to speak to important people, in front of people. If I'm doing something spontaneous that has to do with being in front of a lot of strangers or talking to certain strangers, this is something that I kind of use for myself that has kind of worked more than half the time. It's kind of like a ballsy type of step. So with this step, you basically count to 3 and just do it. Don't think about it. Don't think about what you're going to say. Don't think about what you're going to do. Just know that you have to get from point A to point B, and just go for it. So you just count 1, 2, 3, and then go. That's what I do when I need to talk to someone important, like maybe a CEO of a company, when I'm in a networking meeting, or if I have to go up and talk to, say at the time, talk to a guy at a crush on, which is not my boyfriend. I just counted to 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I went for it. I didn't think about what I was going to say. I didn't think about what I was going to do. I just know I was going to go up to them and say something. And that's something that's pretty much, it's to me, it's kind of like forcing yourself to do it. There was cases like in my family where we say, you won't, and then we'll be like, if you say I won't, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't know. It's just something about us saying, you won't, that makes us do it. So it's kind of like telling yourself you won't, and then you count to 3 and you do it. So that's my major step on overcoming my shyness. So I'm about done here, guys, and I just want to thank you so much for tuning in and watching my video, hearing all the 3 steps that I use throughout my life to get over my shy traits. And I want to welcome you guys back to my next video, which will be premiered next week, most likely on Thursday. And don't forget to subscribe to the button down below. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see me eat as far as ASMR or mukbang, and maybe something that you want to hear me talk about. Give this video a like if you thought my steps were helpful, and I hope to see you guys next video. Thanks so much. Bye.